Day 2. We made it. Barely. We left the track at 9, which is probably the latest we've ever left the track. Well, it's not, actually. It's the latest we ever left the track on day 1. And it was a long 230-mile trip. Not without problems. Not without stops. The Duster luckily was okay. Bob's car was okay. Chuck's car not so much. But we did persevere and we did get through it. But we did not get any sleep. So we are praying to the Drag and Drive gods to be a one and done so we can get on the road and maybe sit down and actually have a meal, because we didn't have that yesterday. Maybe get some sleep tonight because we didn't have that, because the hotel that we got was also the worst hotel I've ever been in my entire life. Walked in and pretty much walked right back out. But we're still in good spirits.
Morning. I'm sure you've heard from other people. We have 2 hours of sleep. It was a long drive. So hope everybody's a one and done so we can get on the road today. But if somebody isn't, I would be okay with that, so I can take a nap. As long as it's not me. I don't want to be the one that needs to make Miller in. I want to take a nap. Very tired and hungry.
All right, so the plan is the same as every day. One and done for all 4 guys. Yesterday, we didn't get in until like 4:30 in the morning, going on an hour of sleep. Not quite enough to function, but here we are. We're about to go near 200 miles an hour, so we're probably fine. Yeah, I'm just glad we made it in and see what we can do today. Try not to go faster than 750. That's the plan.
Well, one and done. Lined up with the extra Chuck, and somehow I treated him. I'm not really sure how that happened, but went to 762, let off early. I'm not sure exactly how early. I haven't pulled the log at only 162, but 117.60. I had to pedal it. Was trying to come up, and I got a little gun shy. And then, but I went at 488, and I haven't been the 80s in the 8th in a while, so I feel good about it. Just still really pumped that we all had good passes and one and done.
All right, so today we went up there. Me and Bob actually raced each other. It was pretty awesome to do that. Rick went down right after us also. I went a 7:59. Bob went, I think, a 7:63-ish or so. It was pretty cool racing him. He actually made it down to the end first, but I kind of let him leave ahead of me. Just after yesterday, I didn't want a red light again, so I kind of sat there for a little while and then took off. New personal best pretty much all the way down other than the 8th. Went a 120, 60 foot, which was pretty exciting. So yeah, now we just got to get on the road at some point and hopefully have better luck or have good luck again in Gainesville.
Well, our spirits just got a little higher. We did what we needed to do. Chuck went a 750 something. Bob went a 760 something. I went a 760 something. Hansinger went a 8 something, 890 something. Well, we got it done. We got it done. We're packing up. We're gonna get on the road. Chuck's gonna dump some shit, so it's not so bad, I hope. And we may even have a meal today, and we may even get some sleep. That's what I'm hoping, as long as we have an uneventful drive. So we probably won't get any sleep. We probably won't get eat because we never have an uneventful drive. But right now, we're all feeling great. We got it done. We did what we needed to do. No errors, no mess ups. See you in Gainesville.
I want to combine. I'll do it.
We got about 30 seconds into the trip, and we've got someone that's got a problem. Sounds like it's a pretty easy one. Looks like it's through an alternator belt. Hopefully they've got an extra alternator belt and the tools to do it. And we could get back on the road. In the meantime, I'm just going to kind of take a little snoozeroo here.
All right, so we just got word that Kevin lost a belt. He's been having some issues, so we're going to go get him some spare belts and come back and try to get that sorted out. And apparently Rick needs a gas gap. So we're going to go hit the road and do that real quick. See that move? Yeah. You're doing here, which doesn't matter. I'm doing it here, which matters.
See, everybody's getting irritable. Rick called it this morning. He did.
Yeah. I'm just getting irritable on purpose.
Kevin?
Yeah.
I love you. I know. And we're going to get through this. And you're going to go 8s tomorrow, and it's going to be glory. We were in some gas station somewhere, not 100% sure. I pulled over because my battery was starting to drop a little bit, so I want to check my charging system out and see if I can figure out what's going on. Still haven't figured out what's going on. Chuck backed up just to help me, and then his car just shut off. And he's not exactly sure what's going on. So we have electrical woes right now. We got about 130 more miles to go. We haven't slept yet, and it is 9 o'clock at night. Technically got another 3 hours to go if everything just works right now. So I'm really hoping we can sleep. Good news is that they put the run order out, so it's going to be chilly. They're going to start the C group, which is the slower cars first. So we'll probably be able to get to the track a little late and not have to rush around as much. Maybe we'll get to sleep into like 7 instead of 5. Still in good spirits. So I'm going to keep on keeping on to exhaust every option. Probably drawing a bunch of current. I had a couple of my fan connectors seem to be melting, so I don't know. I wired around them to attempt to, I don't know, fix that problem. So I cut them and spliced them.
So we stopped here at a gas station outside of Tampa after checkpoint 1. Actually, not even for me. And I reached in and pushed a button on my switch panel for whatever reason, and everything just kind of died. I cycled the power, still nothing. Did, I don't know, probably an hour's worth of diagnostic still. Still can't figure out what it is. I believe it just to be a bad PMU. Currently trying to find one to plug in, or a different rendition of it that I can wire in. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is yet. I guess we just see what we can do in the next little bit before we have to call it quits. So yeah, we're gonna leave you with that. Looks like it's turning on the wrong channel. Should be turning on. Channel 4, which is there. Okay, you just had no communication. right, so we're on day 3. End of day 2 became real interesting at a random gas station. PMU stopped communicating and doing anything I needed it to do. I kind of made a makeshift improvised situation with some wire jammed in some pins, a push button to start it, a rocker switch up front to turn it on and off. Some stuff is just hardwired to the on-off switch, but it's kind of what we got for now. The plan is to make a rip down it, hopefully still get at least a 7-second. I'm going to be foot braking it, so no timing retard, just all in the throttle. Just got to be cautious not to give it too much too soon. I'd be extremely happy with anything near a 7, but a 7 something would be great. Currently sitting at number 4. We'd really like to advance to 3 at some point, or at least kind of hold where I'm at. After we do this, make this pass, and fingers crossed everything kind of goes somewhat as planned, we're going to actually try to diagnose it. I got a couple people here to help me do that as well, that knows this product really well. Get it back and operational to the best it can, so we can get rid of this. I also have some overnight parts coming tomorrow in Georgia if we need them, if that is the problem. We'll leave this kind of the way it is and keep on motoring down the road. So here's to hopefully a good pass. Alright, so day 3, just finished my pass. Went, I mean, way better than I could have ever expected. Feel really, really good about it. Went a 776. I mean, as long as it was close to an 8 or it didn't blow up, I was probably going to be pretty happy about it. The fact that it did what it did, very happy. It went a 124 60 foot. People are really struggling here to get down the track, including some of our guys, at least that fast, and foot braking it. No trans brake, no timing retard, just everything you can do with your foot. So the fact that it did that, I did dump it a little early. It felt really fast. The car next to me was nowhere near me, and I knew that car was pretty quick also. Guessing he had some issues. He never pulled his chute either, so probably not anywhere near as fast as what he normally is. So I dumped it early. Still very, very happy with that. Currently here, trying to figure out my issue still, so we don't have to do what we did to get here. If we have to, that's what we'll do. We do have another PMU coming from the shop if we need it. Still also hoping that we don't. That way we can have all working lights again, and everything we need to be legal and not go to jail is our plan here. So hopefully we can figure this out. We're already started turning the car around for street mode. Obviously it takes a lot longer for us, but we already started. So we're going to do this. We did eat lunch too. Haven't done that in a long time, so that was nice. But yeah, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, get this thing turned around, and keep working on the diagnostics on this PMU also.
Where do we start? We had a good day at the track until we go to leave the track, and obviously you know that. On the drive, everything was going semi-smooth. I noticed my battery wasn't charging that great, so I'm going to pull over and check a few things, maybe try to have a bad connection or something. Pull into a gas station, Chuck backs into a parking spot, wait, and then his car just dies. The PMU just shut off. We're not really sure what we did, or if we did fail, if we did something wrong, who knows. So, about 2 hours of soul searching and not wanting to give up, we decided to make a bunch of connections with wire around it, pretty much bolting all the wires together and using just the shut off and switch in the back to turn the car on and off. And just only having headlights and enough just to run the car, we nursed it back to the second checkpoint, where we then just decided to get a hotel there since we didn't sleep for 2 days. So we'll just get a hotel and we'll drive in the morning, and that's what we did. So we got in here about 10:30, 11:30. We got here about 11:30. We busted ass and turned the cars around. Chuck made some little warning changes so I could at least race it, get a time slip, and then we're going to address other situations when we get done. So, still not charging right. I'm not sure if it's a battery issue. I'm going to talk to Excess Power here when I'm done here, and we'll figure it out. I'm not too concerned about my lawnmowers. We just got to get that wagon going. So, day 3, baby.
It allows everybody to get out of the cold weather, or it's 132. So something not going right here.
Alright, we rode the struggle bus pretty hard last night to the tune that we actually ended up just getting a hotel about 100 miles away because we needed to sleep and not be dead. So after all the struggling with Chuck's car, a little bit with my car, we decided to just pack it in, forfeit our hotel in Gainesville, and make the drive this morning, which led us to get here at 11:30. Me and Jimmy, or Jimmy and I, got this car turned around in record time, mostly Jimmy, and we were back in the lanes before they closed our spot, so we were able to get in before the all run, which is key. All of us went down. Chuck went 7s, I went 7s, but I went a really low 8. Not gonna kill his average too bad. We're packing in. We're gonna go to the next town.
Everything's frustrating, tired. Feel bad for the other guys. They're not up here in quarantine, so they have to wait for all run. Feel better once the car hooks and goes.
What are you trying to do today?
I'd really like to get a 50 something, but if I can get another 60 anything, I'd be like ecstatic. So
once again, ladies and gentlemen, we will be down for track
as possible and just
once I get an ETA on that, I will let you know.
For today. Well, we didn't change the tune-up because I'm not 100% sure if anybody's allowed to get in the computer and do anything. And the track is not very good. It probably would have taken it, I think, hindsight, but I just went park throttle and left that park throttle, but it's need a little bit more. Only went at 808, but at almost 188 miles an hour. So pretty excited about that. And after doing some math, decided not to push it. I don't think the guy in 4th can catch me, and I can't catch the guy in 2nd, so there's no reason I'm beating up the car. Should keep me solidly in the 779, I think, average. Which, if it's just me and Chuck for no trailer, we'll put Chuck in the lead for no trailer, so I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
Back at it.
I don't want to say, because you know how that goes. We left late, but still a decent time, I would say, compared to, what time we could have left. We were not at the track a long time, but we got there super late. Spent a long time on this, trying to get it fixed. Didn't. However, we're here, so that's okay. Hopefully the last fuel stop before the hotel. Yeah, I mean, other than that, we're just kind of cruising. I'm okay with that. Nice roads, at least. We had a couple bad roads with a lot of potholes and stuff, and my 65-ish 100-pound wagon with race suspension and Heims and all that stuff does not like that. But I thought like Michigan and Ohio roads were bad, but there's definitely some bad Florida roads too for some reason, even though they don't have salt or brine or any of those things. But yeah, I think we're just kind of keep rolling, and yeah, hopefully all goes well for the rest of the night. So we'll see.
Tell us something, Logan. Say something smart.
You got me on the spot, honestly. I ain't got nothing.
Say something smart.
Logan has nothing smart to say.
It kind of just rolls off. I don't really think about it.
Jimmy, say something smart.
Smart things don't come out of my mouth.